Day 17 in the Journal of Learning. Let's configure our first access switch with the VTP, which is VLAN Trunking Protocol, our VLANs, and Spanning Tree Protocol. As always, we like to first script everything so that this will flow smoothly. So that's a part of the pre-planning. And so let's get started. First thing we want to do is to log into our device. In our previous videos, we placed these security measures to prevent anyone from accessing the device and making changes easily. And we're going to go into enable mode. And it's asking for the password for that. And we're in. So our VTP, VLAN Trunking Protocol, will allow us to connect to the VLAN Trunking Protocol domain or VTP domain. We're going to connect as a client, meaning that it's going to receive the VTP or VLAN information from the server switch, and the server switch will tell it these are the VLANs that are authorized to be on the network. We will tell it which domain it is joining. We give it a password. We're going to change it to version 2, which is a better version. Let's go into configuration mode. We're going to copy and paste, which always makes it easier. Now you could do a do show status. I'm sorry, there should be do show VTP status to check. All right. I always want to go back and check your configuration and make sure that that is there. Let's clear the screen. Don't want it to get too cluttered. The next thing we're going to do, we're going to shut down interface VLAN 1. And you can't really shut it down, but we're going to make sure that it does not have an IP address. This is a security measure as well. We don't want to use VLAN 1. The next thing we want to do is to assign an IP address, well, an IP address to the interface of VLAN 5. So we're going to have an interface on this switch in VLAN 5 for our management network. So it will allow us to manage the device. So we're placing that interface on the management portion of the network, which will allow us to connect to the device. This is what you would use via SSH to connect. So you would use the 10.10.5.2 to connect to the device. Let's enter the no shutdown command. Lastly, let's change our spanning tree to rapid spanning tree. This will allow our network to converge faster. We want the network to be free of loops and operating as fast as possible. And so we use the spanning tree mode rapid as opposed to the default spanning tree. And we're going to exit just once to come out of that interface. And there you have it. So always remember to write memory or copy run start to save your configuration.